What's up, guys? Tony Snuff here, meaning I am Tony, and all of this is Snuff. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So get up off your Pornhub and spank wire, you sick bastards. Turn off that sexy music. Put away your ding-dong. Whip out your snuff. Let's get to sniffing it. So I had a buddy of mine temporarily, he hacked in my computer and made a temporary code to make my camera kind of work for a little bit. I'm not sure how well it will work. He said it will be very iffy. Sometimes it might work, sometimes it won't. But it's better than a little bit. And even if I could get a very small video out there for you guys as decent quality, I don't care. I'm down for it. So let's go ahead and get right on into this stuff. Today we are going to be reviewing, let me fix this label, Honeybee Sweet Dry Snuff. There we go. My lighting's acting kind of crazy today because it's so bright outside. This snuff was recommended to me by a few different users, so I finally ordered it in, and now I have it. And it got overwhelming votes on no shit. It got votes on, I got emails on Facebook, on Snapchat, and in the comment section and my personal email of people telling me to review this snuff. So, I mean, hands down, I'm going to review it. And you know what? Just because this the other snuff is the only other snuff that got any votes at all, is the Wilson's Acero Chili Chocolate. So I'm going to be reviewing that in the next one. We'll cover that in the next Behind the Snuff. Anyway, so this comes in the classic, the classic American Snuff tin, just like all these other ones, And yeah, that's it. It's not even a tin. It's just a hunk of plastic container, but it does the job. Especially because it's a dry snuff. You don't have to worry about it drying out too much. Which it says it's a dry snuff, but it has a little bit more moisture than like the Navy Sweet. So when you open it up, as you can see, there's some missing. It is a very light brown color. It's not, sorry, I gotta fix my computer or anything. It's not, white or anything, but it's a lighter brown color. And, oh, this is bugging me. Okay, sorry, my computer was dimming down. So it's a light brown color, and of course it's a dry snuff, and it's very fine. It's not very fine grind, but it's a fine grind. It's nothing like 41 Elephants or anything. So out of the plastic thing, let's get it in there. It pretty much smells like the rest of the American dry snuffs does. A little bit of tobacco, a little earthy, not too earthy though, but just a little earthy. Kind of a very slight dirt smell, and a little bit of a toasted sweet smell. But that's what you get out of the tin, jug, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'll call it a tin because that's what everything else is in. All the, established world has it in tins. So, out of the tin, that's the smell that you get from it. So, put it in the nose, right? Here we go. Well, that last one, I was like, get out of there! Okay. And I'm going to cover something for you very quickly. The reason I'm putting this in a bullet is because I get two different smells from whenever I pinch it versus the bullet. The first one I'm going to cover while that settles in is, okay, whenever you use the pinch method or the thumb method or however you feel like taking your snuff with your hands, you can warm it up and it'll give you kind of a little bit more of the toasty smell to it. It'll bring out a little bit more of the earthy aroma, and then you'll get a sweet smell. But you have a better chance of sucking it up there too much and making you cough, and then it kind of ruins your experience. Now, if you hit it just right, which is why I use a bullet, because it helps it hit it just right. Anyway, sorry about that. That was weird. But when I use the bullet, I get a perfect amount that I set in there to where I can do it. And it goes exactly where I want it to go because I moved the little airflow meter to where it doesn't have much airflow, and it sets it perfectly in my nose. And when it does that, you get a very deep honey smell from it. And I was very surprised. Like the first couple times I tried this with my fingers and everything, I was like, it's a sweet snuff, it smells good. But the first time I actually used the bullet and set the air resistance exactly where I wanted it, I was like, holy crap, that is definitely honey that I smell out of there. So if you get a good coverage in your nose and you get it to hit that sweet spot where you want snuff to hit, then you definitely will get a honey smell from it, which I really didn't expect. I thought it was going to be like, like the sweet peach or the navy sweet, where it's just a sweet smelling dry snuff. As you could tell, I've actually been using this quite a lot recently because it actually smells that good. Like, this has taken over as my daily snuff because I really enjoy it. So that's the smell. Medium nicotine level. If you use a lot, then of course you'll get a decent nicotine little hit or a nicotine buzz from it. You do get a little bit of a forward drip, but it's not that bad at all. Like, just enough to, where you could feel it, but that's it. It's not going to make you feel like your nose is running. So, overall, and there's no reverse drip whatsoever. Overall experience, I absolutely love it. I can't complain at all about this snuff. I'm going to continue using it until I'm scraping the bottom out to where I'm like dumping it the last little bit in my nose. I really enjoy it. So I hope that y'all have tried it before. If you haven't, then definitely give it a try. But if you have, let us know how you felt about it in the comment sections below. And sorry guys for the dark and somber behind the snuff yesterday. I'm going to explain more about what happened after the update in the next behind the snuff. But it actually is why my computer keeps going dark right now, is what ended up happening. Let's just say I have no of my past files on my computer. But again, I'll cover that in the next behind the snuff. It won't be near as dark, as you could say. The mood won't be as dark as the last one, I promise. It was just a very, very frustrating day. But thanks again, guys, for coming back to the channel. And thank you guys for the emails and, the one comment that I've gotten so far on the behind the snuff from yesterday. That comment is actually what made me confide in my buddy who's a programmer who hacked my computer a little bit and wrote out a piece of code for me to kind of get this camera to work a little bit. So that was awesome. So I know that you said that there was going to be an update soon, but I want to thank you just for the idea of maybe I could find somebody to give me a temporary driver versus, waiting for Logitech to do it. So thank you. And thanks for the support through the emails that you guys have given me. It definitely boosted my day. So thank you guys for, coming in and hanging out with me, a couple times a week. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/TonySnuff. Shoot me a couple pictures or a message, not sexual stuff, please. On Snapchat, Damian Blackspin hit me up a lot the past 2 days, so that was cool getting back in touch with him. It's just download Snapchat, look for Tony Snuff. You'll see the crazy pictures, and then that's me. Or you could follow me over, tweet me, do whatever you want on Twitter. It's at Tony Snuff. So, again, guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Hit the like and subscribe button down here next to my boobies. Throw some comments in the comment sections below. Shout out about y'all's experience with either Honeybee Dry Snuff or the Wilson's Acero Chili Chocolate. I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit of face raping. I will see you guys next time. Peace!